Hello, today we will be doing the calculations based on chemical equations. What is a chemical equation? A chemical equation is a balanced account of a chemical transaction. It is not merely a qualitative statement but also gives quantitative information of a chemical reaction. Now, chemical equations gives information about moles and masses of various reactants and products, volumes of gaseous reactants and products measured at STP. Which information are conveyed by the chemical equation? Consider the following equation where methane reacts with chlorine in presence of diffuse sunlight or 600 Kelvin to give methyl chloride and HCl. Now, first information is conveyed is the molecular proportion of the substances. Here you can find one molecule of methane reacts with one molecule of chlorine in presence of diffuse sunlight or at 600 Kelvin temperature to give one molecule of methyl chloride and one molecule of hydrogen chloride. Here all the components are gases. Then second is the relative molecular masses of the substances can be conveyed from this chemical equation. You can find out the relative molecular masses by this way. Third information conveyed is the volume of the gases involved. Now, first one 1 into 22.4 liter methane reacts with 1 into 22.4 liter of oxygen to produce 1 into 22.4 liter of methyl chloride and 1 into 22.4 liter of hydrogen chloride. Here all the components are gases in the reaction. Now, what will be the steps followed by you for solving the problems? First step is balance the equation given or write the balanced equation. Second step, write molecular weight of each of the substance below its formula. Third step, write the product of 22.4 liter and number of molecules below each of gaseous substance if there are gaseous substances in the reaction. Now here you should remember to use the same units of weight. Let's say in case of this gaseous reaction, instead of 22.4 liter, it is given 22.4 dm cube, that is decimeter cube. You have to use decimeter cube only throughout the problem solving. Now go to Salinas Concise Chemistry, page 92, example 1. First you write the balanced equation between sodium chloride and silver nitrate. Then write the molecular weights below each substance. Now the question is to find out the mass of NaCl. So keep the NaCl quantity on the right hand side of the statement of unitary method. Like I have showed you this 143 gram of silver chloride. Once you will calculate the mass of the silver chloride in the equation, you will be finding that the molecular weight of silver chloride is coming as 143.5. So 143.5 gram of silver chloride is obtained from 58.5 gram of NaCl. So therefore 0.28 grams is obtained from how much NaCl? It will be coming as 0.114 gram. Similarly, you can find out the quantity of sodium nitrate. Go to example 3 of page 92. First you write down the balanced equation the way I have written over here. I have calculated the molecular weight. So now write the molecular weights below each solid and volumes under the gaseous substances. Now here I would like to mention, you just write out the volumes of the gaseous substances or whatever molecular weight of the solids which are required as per the questions. You have to find out here the volume of nitrogen dioxide and mass of calcium oxide. So I have not shown anything under the oxygen. Now oxygen clearly mentioned that it is one volume, that is 22.4 liter. Now here, so you write volume 4 under NO2, that is 4 volume under nitrogen oxide. dioxide in the reaction, and for others calculate the molecular weights. Now this is solid, this is solid. These two are the gases. Now as for unitary method, keep the nitrogen dioxide quantity on the right hand side because we have to find out the volume of nitrogen dioxide. So as per reaction, 328 gram calcium nitrate liberates 4 into 22.4 liter nitrogen dioxide. So 16.4 gram of calcium nitrate will liberate how much liter of nitrogen dioxide at STP? You can find out very easily. Similarly, find out the quantity of calcium oxide. Now we'll move to exercise 5D, problem 1, page 94. If you do this one, you can have a practice of all terms like moles, grams and molecules. I have done this one for you. It is calcium hydride plus water gives you calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen. So moles, first one is 1 mole, second one is 2 moles, then 1 mole, then 2 moles. Grams, simple, you calculate the molecular weight and write out as the grams. Now molecules, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. 2 moles, 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. You should do this calculation. I have not done this calculation for showing this, how this is coming. Now this way, the same way, you can find out the molecules. Then you have exercise 5D, problem 4, page 94. There the reaction between red lead and hydrochloric acid is given below. Now you have to find out the mass of lead chloride formed by the action of the 6.85 gram of red lead, mass of the chlorine and the volume of the chlorine at STP. So find out the reaction first. So write it. Check whether it is balanced or not. Write down their molecular weights and total weight also. This is, now I have done all the calculations for you. So 685 gram of Pb3O4, that is red lead, gives 834.6 gram of PbCl2, that is lead chloride, as per the reaction. Hence 6.85 gram of Pb3O4 will give how much lead chloride. Find this out. Now, as per reaction, 685 gram of lead chloride gives you 71 grams of chlorine. Now here, mass of chlorine is also asked, volume of chlorine is also asked. So I have mentioned it over here, 1 volume or 71 gram. So you can find out how much chlorine is produced from 6.85 gram of red lead. Here the basis is 6.85 gram of red lead. Similarly, you can find out the volume of the chlorine. Then we will go to problem 10 of page 94, exercise 5D. Aluminium carbide reacts with water according to the following equation. The equation is given. What mass of aluminium hydroxide is formed from 12 gram of aluminium carbide? So you have to find out the aluminium hydroxide. As I told you that you have to put aluminium hydroxide on the right hand side in the unitary method statement. So as per reaction, how much aluminium carbide is used? 144 gram of aluminium carbide gives 312 gram of aluminium hydroxide. So how much will be obtained from 12 gram of aluminium carbide? Next, you have to find out the volume of methane. Now 144 gram of aluminium carbide gives 3 into 22.4 liter of methane. So how much will be obtained from 12 gram? Now it is not necessary that in the examination all these atomic masses will be given or the volume will be given. So you have to remember all this. This I am telling you since the day 1. Now this question had come in 2018. Some practice problems from previous ICSE examinations. These are based on these equations. So you can find out very easily. The answers are also given over here. This is the second problem. Now this is the third problem. You have to remember all these equations, whatever are shown over here. These are all from your syllabus only. In case the reactions are not given, you have to write down the equation and you have to balance those. Also, you have to remember the atomic masses. Thank you. Subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos on chemistry and polymers.